YOLO! Any notifications? It's raining like hell right now. Cool. Yeah, more rain. Well, I welcome the JP. She's so funny. Oh, wow, they're trying to remake Dragon Age Origins. They said the writer doesn't want. He wants to do it without EA. Jesus Christ. Damn. The freaking Mermaid trailer's getting fucking slammed. It's almost 700,000 dislikes.
It seems like the more we see of the new Little Mermaid live-action remake from Disney, the worse it gets. The worse the backlash gets. And the trailer that premiered during the Oscars is already getting completely destroyed. Despite the fact that it was #1 trending on YouTube for quite some time, it's sitting there at 7.2 million views. Just look at the reaction. Look at the reaction from the fans out there. Almost 700,000 dislikes. 685,000 dislikes to only 144,000 likes. And predictably, they're getting trolled in the comments section. We'll probably go over some of those. And this is consistent with what we've seen. Every trailer they put out has gotten destroyed by the fans. This time is a better look at some of the other characters other than racist one up Ariel. People have really been complained about a lot. Look at what they did to Flounder. This is Flounder. This is Scuttle. And this is Sebastian. Like, Disney is getting slammed over this because this is not something that fans want. And how much did it cost for them to move this trip around? How much did they pay to promote this? Well, it was a lot, according to all these recent reports. Disney paid itself $10 million for that awkward Little Mermaid Oscars moment. Now, of course, obviously, we've been looking at Disney promoting something on ABC. They're associated, right? Disney owns ABC. So, of course, the accounting works out a little bit funny. Disney paid ABC to promote this. But this is what they did. They brought out Holly Bailey and Melissa McCarthy out there on stage at the Oscars for shameless self-promotion. They could have sold those ads to other people, and they could have certainly done other things with that time, with those commercials, but they didn't. They decided that they were going to try to pay themselves $10 million to make it work out for the best. Not. Look at what you've done. You paid all that money. You lost out on that revenue source from other advertisers. Also, you could get ratio. Also, people could pick apart yet another trailer that you put out. How the CGI looks terrible. How you hear Mark Evans trying to look stupid and dumb. How these characters that are so iconic in the original one don't look good at all. And we've already seen the age-old trope. Oh, you just don't like this because it has a black person in it. That is the biggest trope in the world, and just quite frankly, it's old and it's not reality. Maybe we should go to a recent box office overperformance that we just had. What knocked Ant-Man in that top spot? Oh, that's right, Creed 3. Creed 3 featuring Jonathan Majors and, of course, starring Michael B. Jordan. Two black people in the starring roles, basically an entire black story that people must have hated that. The racists must have come out in droves just like this trailer, right? Oh, that's right. Overwhelming support for this because a lot of people liked what they saw, and a lot of people apparently like Creed 3 as well. First two Creeds, awesome movies, awesome part of the Rocky franchise. Haven't seen Creed 3 yet. Not a big fan of the fact that Sly Stallone isn't in it at all, but maybe I'll see it at some point in time. But you cannot pretend like, oh, the racists just disappear when these black movies are out there, but they come. Here's where all the racists are. They're only disliking the Black Little Mermaid trailer.
Bullshit.
Look at some of these comments, just all these trolls from people. Love the part where Ariel's uncle tells her, with great power comes great responsibility. Truly iconic. I love the part where Vin Diesel says, fish and chips? Nah, this is family. Chilling moment. I love the part where all the sea creatures sing along with Ariel. I'm a goofy goober. Yeah, I'm not going to read that entire SpongeBob song, but yes, perfect. I love the part where Ursula said, I always come back. What a true line to remember, truly one of the movies of all time. I love where Ursula said, may the force be with you, Ariel. It's a moment to remember. It's only a matter of time until they hide the comment section, just like they did with the first two trailers where they got destroyed in. And I think they did that by going out there, by trying to use this platform to push this movie. Disney really is desperate to promote The Little Mermaid. They've already got their help. Well, if you don't like it, it's racist. If it fails, it's just because all the racists out there, they've got that going for them, right? They've already preloaded that type of reaction for what they're going to go for. However, they are desperately trying to get this movie out there and get positive momentum. It's just not working. Another trailer destroyed. Comment section below, smash the like button.
Yeah, I saw the thing. I had on YouTube's ads.
Watch football all season long, live, including free. Try it free.
They made AOC's teeth hella fucking big.
This plan is going great! They shut down the NBA! Yes, I also heard they shut down Disneyland! Hell yeah! Shut it all down! Oh yes, I cannot wait to see the look on Trump's face when America shuts down! It's gonna be great! Yeah, that'll shut him up! Can you believe it? They shut down Disneyland! Disneyland! Yeah, everything's going to plan! Yes, it's all gonna be Trump's fault! Okay, guys, so my first experiment with the deal is flying with coconut fart fuel. Did you say coconut hot fuel? Yes, coconut fart fuel. Come on here,
Your teeth so fucking
that's not me,
big.
Joe. That's coconut fart fuel. I can't believe our plan is working, Chuck. America is going crazy. Yeah, they really are in a panic. All the businesses are going to shut down, people going in sick to work, the economy is going to crash, and everybody's going to say it's Trump's fault. Yep, and once everybody figures out it's Trump's fault, no one will re-elect him. Yes, my plan is brilliant.
They got United Spot too. I didn't know they had a second one.
Since I hit my 40s, I started suffering from eye bag. Then I saw particle face cream all over Facebook. Get rid of eye bags and dark spots. At first, I was really skeptical.
When the other guy was president, I was so angry all the time. He literally forced me to pay $2 a gallon for gasoline. But now that Joe Biden's president, I can finally pay what gas is worth. Back in 2020, the other guy made me spend $3 for a 2x4. And now that full financing, I'm happily paying $7 for a 2x4. Oh, me and Monica are gonna build the most expensive house in the world. Last year, the other guy forced me to work 40 hours a week. I was miserable. But now that Joe Biden's president, I get free money every month so I can watch TV and sleep on the couch all day. I'm never going back to work! We have a president who's courageous enough to expose the risk.
Hey guys, me again. I know practically everything's racist these days, but this one caught even me off guard. How white and affluent drivers are polluting the air breathed by LA's people of color. So driving's racist. Driving is racist. If you're a white driver, of course. Okay, hot take here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that driving is not racist unless you are actively driving into people of particular ethnicities. That would be racist driving. That's racist. But beyond that, this headline is bonkers. Maybe that's why gas prices are so high. Old Einstein Biden jacking up the price of gas so that white people can't afford to fill their gas-guzzling white mobiles full of gas and driving around the city just spreading the whiteness everywhere. Look, if you're really so worried about the pollution, just wear a mask. Anyway, if you want to fight racism, don't drive your car this Friday. Stay home and watch the brand new music video that I'm dropping at 9 a.m. I should be president. Hey guys, me again. I know practically everything's racist these days, but this one caught even me off guard. How white and affluent drivers are polluting the air breathed by LA's people of color. So driving's racist. Driving is racist. If you're a white driver, of course. Okay, hot take here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that driving is not racist unless you are actively driving into people of particular ethnicities. That would be racist driving. That's racist. But beyond that, the headline is bonkers. Maybe that's why gas prices are so high. Old Einstein Biden jacking up the price of gas so that white people can't afford to fill their gas-guzzling white mobiles full of gas and driving around the city just spreading the whiteness everywhere. Look, if you're really so worried about the pollution, just wear a mask. Anyway, if you want to fight racism, don't drive your car this Friday. Stay home and watch the brand new music video that I'm dropping at 9 a.m. I should be president. Hey guys, me again. I know practically everything.
I should be president. I love when he said that. He's like, I should be president. Don't say that, you know, you're on that. I mean, if we can get a young ass person in the presidency, man, it'd be a lot more different. I don't know, seeing him be president would be ridiculous. I'll get back. Sorry, I dry off my little creatine stick. Got a little wet. Ugh. That's amazing. Get 100 servings of creatine right here. It was a little high. It was like $30. Normally this shit's like fucking like 16, but hey, worry about. Do 2 scoops of my pre-workout. Let me see what I'm gonna do today. I think I'm gonna do some triceps in that today. Maybe get some back end. Okay. Got a bunch of apples to eat. That shit's hella funny.
I want to guess,
Oh my god, she's crying. Hold on.
who feels like an idiot?
Oh.
Because
Uh-huh.
he did the same thing.
Uh-huh.
I'll say this because it doesn't seem like she's saying a whole lot of anything, but she mentioned a guy doing the same thing, so I'm just going to guess here and say that perhaps she got cheated on or something like that, which of course is a terrible thing, right? I don't know, I'm just going to guess that she got cheated on, okay? My thing is this, guys, if someone does something awful to you, right, now she could just not be secure in commitment and think that that's awful, but it seems like she got cheated on, right? If someone like cheats on you or does something genuinely awful, don't spend your time making TikToks. That's number one. Number two, never ever go back to them.
I want to guess,
That shit's crazy.
Guys, it's time to ditch that nasty washcloth and get the body buffer.
New to the Manscaped collection is this body buffer.
The Body Buffer is a 100% silicone-based antibacterial exfoliator that helps create more lather without harsh, painful scrubbing. Alternatives like loofahs and washcloths can be a breeding ground for bacteria.
Body Buffer's superpowered bristles designed to help remove dead skin, bacteria, and reduce.
Gotham Knights Episode 1 is a show that's not everything.
I haven't watched this guy in a while.
Time and space. This is the right-hand view of the camera. Where is he? A cop gets kicked out of interview for offending a criminal's feelings.
I got another dead name for him. Bruce Wayne. Ford, take a walk.
Oh, and Batman's son does get humiliated throughout the entire show.
5 minutes in cell if you only need it, and half the brains to be the brains behind this brain job.
This is going to be a fun one.
After my parents were murdered, I was adopted by the richest man in the city.
All right, dude, you don't have to sound so bored about it. He's the richest man in the city. Surely that's a good thing, but also this is entertainment. Put some emotion into your voice, mate.
I really was behind the mask.
Wait, why has he got a drawer in his office which only hides his mask and 2 batarangs? You might be thinking, oh, it's so he can hide his identity in emergency. But what happens when Bruce Wayne in Bruce Wayne's clothes come running out of Bruce Wayne's office wearing a Batman mask? I just think people might be able to put 2 and 2 together, that's all. Also, in this show, we have the most remarkably, terribly hidden Batman tools. Because in this, he just touches the top of the shelf, and I guarantee you someone will touch that when cleaning. But the worst one comes later with the Batcave, and I'm not going to spoil that for you, because it has to be seen to be believed.
He hid from the world who he really was. But then again, so did I, pretending to fit into a world I didn't belong.
Did you just compare being Batman to going to a posh school? One guy risks his life fighting crime, whereas you just struggle to eat because of the silver spoon in your mouth. You are not the same. When we get introduced to one of the main characters, can't remember her name, don't really care, and apparently she's a computer hacker. At least all of the reviews called her a computer hacker. Because in this episode, she doesn't actually hack anything. The Batcomputer does all of the work, and you should see the Batcomputer. But the son is incredibly annoyed Batman didn't turn up to watch him poke people with a metal stick. And so says, let's just have a party at my house. That's how we end up with a party at Wayne Manor. You know when you said you couldn't understand why the richest man in the city would adopt you? Well, after seeing this, nor can I. In fact, I'd be asking my lawyers for some kind of annulment. But it is all okay, because despite the falling bars, it gets saved by a mystery woman.
Hey,
Harry, grab your kid.
Apparently this is a really rude and bad form to me. It's just my life. I don't remember names of anything. If you think I give people nicknames in a TV show for entertainment value, I don't. That's just how my mind works. I remember by description, except Batman's son. It's this about it. I mean, you might do, but I don't know how that's related to not knowing somebody's name.
Tell that to all the people here to celebrate your mistake.
Their names either these days. But next up, he gets caught by Cressida, who turns up at the party, and we never know who she is. Just this random woman turns up called Cressida. I have no idea who she is, what relation she is to the family, what position she has with anybody. She's just called Cressida. I'll make sure this is all clear. That's all the information you're gonna get. I see you're destroying this house. Don't worry, Cressida, I'll clear it up. Yeah, but who is she?
Well, I was thinking because I haven't seen the amorous couple making use of the billiards room.
Yeah, but why should we care what you've seen in the first place? I don't know who you are. Ironically, she's the one name I do know in the show, and that's all I know about her. Now, for some reason, he's incredibly offended that two people are making out in the billiards room. Not because he minds them doing it in his house, it's specifically this room for some reason that he never actually really explains.
There are 30 other rooms in this place to hook up, and that's a 17th century couch.
I have a feeling most things in this house are old and expensive, though. It kind of goes with being rich.
Technically, it's a canapé.
That's definitely a sofa. That's definitely a couch. I just googled it. A canapé is a single long seat instead of separate cushions. But I could specifically see the separation between the cushions on your pissing seat. This is something the show does all of the time. One of the characters will come out with a smart rebuttal to something, which is absolutely stupid, doesn't make sense, but is intended to humiliate the person they're talking to. Except I'm just sitting here thinking, there's no way you thought that was smart.
Stephanie.
Okay, so he's just said her name is Stephanie. I'll forget that in the next 30 seconds, but maybe you'll remember it. But we couldn't go wait tower. The security guard sees the cleaning staff, and this guy thinks he can block the CCTV by painting it with a mob. There is a problem in that I can clearly see his face in the CCTV. And it doesn't really matter if you get rid of CCTV cameras, which have already recorded your face, and doing this to them will simply mean the security guards in the camera office will now know that you're there and come and find you. Hello, dude. Someone's just blocked one of the cameras with soap. I think there's a burglary going on.
Okay, they're blind, we're clear.
Well, you're not clear, mate. You got caught on candid camera. But at that point, we find out one of them is hiding in the cleaning cabinet he's been pushing around. So she gets out of that. And then we get a third person out of an air vent. How did she get in there? Because apparently she was in there to disable the motion sensors. You're just getting through the vents. Why are you pushing one of them along in a cleaning cabinet? I just don't understand. Well, this is the Joker's daughter, and these two are just, as far as I can tell, two random people she found somewhere. She did recruit them specifically for this job and their talents, though I'm not really sure what he's doing, because at least she can pick locks and break into safes. I can understand if she comes as a package deal with her brother, but he shouldn't get a third. The only thing he's done is got himself caught on camera. It just goes to show this show likes to humiliate all men, even the ones that just identify as them. Must be some of that inherited privilege. But she breaks into the vault and realizes somebody else has already done it. Inside is the gun they came for.
She's not just any old gun. She's the one Joe Chill used to pop Bruce Wayne's long ago.
Look, I know he's Batman, but it is a little creepy to keep the gun that killed your parents. But there's a problem, because they find out the barrel's warm. They throw away all common sense by basically looking down the barrel and going, it's been fired recently. Careful, love, if it fires again, you'll lose most of your face.
It's been fired recently.
I'd love to know how she thought the barrel of a gun got warm without it being fired. So she had to snip it to make sure. I don't know, maybe just held it under a Bunsen burner for a while. It could have been anything. But they panic as they realise it's a trap. A police helicopter turning up with a message on the window, your bat is dead. And the new Bruce Wayne has been thrown through it. I'm glad you told us, love, because the audience definitely couldn't have put two and two together on this one. But as they tried to flee, the police turn up on the scene, and Harvey Dent, who's 100% definitely not Two-Face, find the body with Batman's mask on, and it's shattered on one side just enough so they know it's Bruce Wayne. What a coincidence, because if this bit of his cowl hadn't been shattered, absolutely no one would have had any idea who he was. And I would show you that, but he's covered in tomato ketchup, and the powers that be wouldn't like it. See, he knows who I'm talking about. Back upstairs, as they're trying to flee, security guards arrive on their floor. And what happens next makes absolutely no sense. I've watched it multiple times at 0.25 speed, and I can't work it out how it happens. But I'm going to do my best, because it's over very quickly, so that they can hide how terrible this is. These two guys come out of the elevator. Joker's daughter charges at them, and there's a guy on the left who points his gun, and the guy on the right. Joella takes on the guy on the left. She knocks the gun out of his hand, and I want you to watch the guy on the right, because I have no idea why this happened. She just puts his gun down. The only reason I can see for it is that she gets her bag, and we see her here. I think she's meant to throw it in the background, because she swings it up in the air. So as he's getting disarmed, a handbag is getting thrown at this guy, and that's what makes him surrender. And just puts his gun on the floor because a handbag was thrown at him gently. But it gets worse, because remember where this guy is and what's happened to him. Where's he gone? This is the right-hand view of the camera. Where is he? You had a handbag thrown at you, mate. It's not that serious. Except apparently it is. Because Joella continues to fight the same guard, both the other two people are still behind her. They do nothing else to the other security guard except throw that one bag once. Joella takes down her security guard, which she's been fighting for the entire time, but then turns around and kicks the other guy in the face, who is somehow teleported behind her where she's already walked through at some point. So this guy got hit with a handbag, walked backwards, let her walk past him, then staggered forwards and decided to get down on the floor ready to get kicked in the face. At no point did either of the other two people fight him during this entire scene. And as far as I can tell, the only way he got backwards and forwards is by teleporting.
You suffer from anxiety, feeling irritable or moody, forgetting little things, or feeling overwhelmed and isolated? Don't worry, we've all been there. You're probably stressed out. Stress isn't always a bad thing. It can be handy for a burst of extra energy and focus when you're playing a competitive sport or have to speak in public. When it's continuous and chronic, the kind that most of us face day in and day out, it actually begins to change your brain. Chronic stress, like being overworked or having arguments at home, can affect brain size, its structure, and how it functions, right down to the level of your genes. If you're feeling stressed out, unable to focus, or just plain burned out, give Cortigon a try for 30 days. It'll lower your stress and give you a calm, clear focus, guaranteed to get your money back. Click through to read Cortigon's reviews about how effective it truly is for lowering your stress naturally and how well it's already worked for thousands of men and women around the world. Stress begins with something called the hypothalamus pituitary adrenal axis, or HPA axis for short. A series of interactions between endocrine glands in the brain and in the kidney which control your body's reaction to stress. When your brain detects a stressful situation, your HPA axis is instantly activated and releases a hormone called cortisol, which primes your body for instant action. There are a lot of ways to reverse what cortisol does to your stressed out brain. The most powerful weapons are exercise, meditation, and a little-known but extensively studied compound known as phosphatidylserine. All of these things decrease your stress and increase the strength and connection to the hippocampus, thereby improving your memory and ability to regulate stress. So don't feel defeated by the pressures of your daily life. Get in control of your stress before it takes control of you. Phosphatidylserine is one of the most extensively studied and most powerful cortisol balancing agents known to man. For example, this peer-reviewed study shows how daily consumption of phosphatidylserine, PS for short, was able to significantly lower cortisol levels in stressed out individuals. This more extensive double-blind study also showed the massive power PS has on 8 chronically stressed humans to lower their cortisol levels quickly. This study even found a massive improvement in the T-to-C ratio in men who lift weights when using PS, which can lead to very noticeable increases in muscle mass and less stubborn body fat. PS has been so well researched for purposes of the brain that it's achieved an FDA-approved health claim by the U.S. government for the ability to reverse neurodegenerative disease. And that's why here at UMZU we've developed this incredible stress-fighting formula known as Cortigon, containing 300 milligrams of PS per serving, along with several other powerful anti-stress compounds designed to synergistically accentuate the effects of PS. If you're interested in learning more about Cortigon and how to try a bottle today risk-free for yourself to effectively lower your stress levels with this incredible natural substance, click through to the next page to learn more. We believe so strongly in all of our formulas that we offer a risk-free 60-day money-back guarantee. So there's really no risk for you to try Cortigon out for yourself for the next 60 days. If you don't like it for any reason at all, just let us know and we'll refund your money, no questions asked. Click through right now to learn more about Cortigon.
Watch cable-free live TV with no hidden fees or long-term contracts. Sign up and start watching today. YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
Didn't do the destruction. Fucking
Backwards and forwards is by teleporting. I hate everything about that fight. It's the first fight of the episode, and what it does is signal the downfall of the rest of the episode, because this moment is where we hit the edge of the cliff and jump off. Because this guy uses 2 walkie-talkies to send the police to
I guess that's one of these. Okay.
and they escape out the back and decide that their best plan is to get into a police car and hotwire it when they're surrounded by police. Personally, I would have just casually walked down the street like a normal civilian, but apparently We're going to draw attention to ourselves. Either way, somehow they get away with it and escape in the police car. Meanwhile, we go back to the...
Yay!
Hooked up with anyone and you pick Brody?
At least I didn't hook up with Olive Silverlock and my dad's Maserati.
Hey, I mean, the night's still young and this is the CW. Stick around long enough, they'll get you to do that as well.
Here's questionable choices.
Signing up to do a CW show definitely classifies as questionable choices. I'll drink to that.
I didn't say I was questioning mine.
I didn't say I was questioning mine. I'm more than happy to be a rampant ball.
Oh, okay, I gotta do that.
Another role in MILF Manor. But she says, you know he's jealous of you, right? Because you've got everything he wants. And he gives her that look. 8 minutes into the episode, we get that look. They're already setting up a love triangle 8 minutes into the episode. It's not enough to just humiliate you down the entire episode. We've got to get into...
Holy shit, you killed my guys too quick.
People as well. Dude, you're the son of Bruce Wayne. You can do better. The issue is, police arrive. And they deliver the news that his father, Bruce Wayne, has died.
Turner, it's your father. I'm so sorry, I don't even know how to tell you this.
You had a long car journey over it. You could have at least bothered to think of something.
Damn, she beat my dude's ass hella quick. That's scary as fuck, dude. You can't even see her ass.
If you're gonna be that blunt, I don't know why it took you so long to think of something to say. Well, Harvey has some words of reassurance that Batman's son, whose name I really should probably learn. Apparently, I'm never gonna remember that. I need a nickname stat. But the message he gives in is really interesting.
I made that bang.
I mean, I should hope so. That's your basic job when you're a policeman. It's literally what you get paid to do now. Just concerned about what you do normally. Don't worry, son. This time we'll make a special effort and actually catch them. That's because they were police as well. Which also makes it their pissing job as well. Turner gets upset, people tell him they're going to do their job. More news at 11. But it ends with Castiel asking him if he knew Bruce Wayne.
Castiel.
He doesn't know then. But of course, it's Turner with dangly bits, and that means the show needs to humiliate him at every chance it has. And so is logic on why Batman...
Oh god damn, that fucked me
It's
up.
not the best.
If he was, where is it? Where's the bat?
How you judge everything? We haven't seen the Batman. Batman, there's no way he could have...
Oh, it's called Lilith? Oh god, she's hard as fuck.
The nanny. Not that they go out and fight crime as a superhero. I just think you should be a little more shocked here, Bob. That's all I'm saying.
Holy fuck! She's so fast. Look at that shit.
At this point, you just wasted good whiskey.
Oh god.
No, that's the plot point, because throwing that whiskey bottle reveals the most important thing about Batman. The most stupid way possible. This is a CW show. You can't have nice things. Because this, and this is the best view of it that you actually get, is where the Bat...
This bitch is crazy.
He gets alerted to it by...
You hear that?
Drinking whiskey. You see, for some reason, when they were hiding the Batman, one of the most secret things that Bruce Wayne actually owns, nobody, not a single person on the entire team, thought, maybe we should put the door all the way across.
She's so fucking quick, dude. This is so freaky, because, like, I can't see shit.
Hang on. Where's that light coming from? That's meant to be a solid wall. But don't worry, it gets worse, because this is a CW. It always gets worse, because he notices the whiskey dripping into a massive hole that shouldn't be there, and walks over and feels the stones. And the...
Oh, man, she's too damn quick. Her damage is way too fucking high.
See just how big and obvious
Holy fucking shit, dude. That's ridiculous.
That's important, because of this. That's the entrance to the pissing Bat Cave. You just walk into this room, rest your weight on a massive stone slab at hand height, and suddenly you open a door to the Bat Cave. I don't know, it just doesn't look very well hidden to me. That is the worst way to hide a Bat Cave.
Yeah, you definitely need a defensive person for that, because
with a keypad on the side, and it's
you need live train that, because it's
they're
that take ever to
absolutely
do
stunned
it.
at what they've discovered, presumably, because it's so stupid. If they walk in... Why do you have automatic LEDs under your steps in a perfectly well-lit room? No, seriously, why the LEDs, mate? Can you imagine the talk to the engineers? Oh, by the way, I know there's loads of lights up on the ceiling, but could you install some Philips hues under my steps? Yeah, there's no real reason because the overhead lights, but...
If I can keep my merc heal, I should be able to kill her, but it's gonna take a long time. Well, it's like he's gonna die with one fucking egg, because it ain't gonna matter anyway.
Exit road, even though we've just entered the Batcave. You could have at least waited until he got in his car, but apparently no. We just like having our exit road lit the entire time, even if we're just doing some computer work in Excel. And there is the Bat computer to come yet. Wait, didn't realise that we found a secret underground cave with your father's mansion with the view to being Batman. You only actually believed him when a road lit up. Okay, what we get? Bruce Wayne's funeral. Everyone lines up by the side. They're in mourning with Batman Their protector is gone.
Who will protect Gotham now that Batman is dead?
The police. I mean, what they get paid to do, let them deal with it. Besides, everywhere else in the entire world had to cope without...
Oh my god, here's one in my merc. Come on, bitch. Get the fuck out of that garbage ass shit.
The location of the gang, which is supposedly killed Batman. Though he could have motivated that well while we stayed in the funeral.
Guys, this is blood money.
I mean, firstly, you're a criminal. I'm not sure why you're trying to take moral high ground. And secondly, no, it isn't, because you haven't actually killed anybody. But they keep complaining.
Why are fireballs dealing massive amount of damage to me, dude? This game is fucking retarded.
That she didn't get the name of the person who hired her for a job. She's like, of course I did.
My god, that's hard as fuck.
People just go around giving everyone their name, lunatics. Although it is weird that during the scene, Joelle is counting the money she's...
It was not that hard before. They changed it. Stop changing shit, Diablo. What the fuck, dude? I played this before. They were not that fucking hard. Lilith takes like 400 health out of me. 400 health? What the fuck? That's an enormous amount of damage.
Good afternoon.
I mean, especially with the gear that I have on. That's, I mean, yeah, my defense ain't shit. She'll probably hit me. I hate when you get roadblocks in games that take you 500 hours to get better gear. That's the only thing I hate about this fucking game. I hate roadblocks. I hate having a big-ass roadblock. You're like, well, you gotta get all these characters. You gotta make a smite. You gotta make a hammered in, because the only way you can beat half these fucking people, you gotta make a hammered in. Because, you know, you gotta take fucking like 1 billion of damage, and hammered ins are the cheapest fucking character in this game. Because their damage is overly fucking powerful. So the closest to the other most powerful fucking person might be a Hurricane Druid. So Hurricane Druid can do Tornado, and it hits them twice, and that could take like, I don't know, 15, 20,000, depending. Or poison fucking eats my asshole out. If I was to build me a smiter or something. I don't know. Well, I tried. It just failed really bad. That failed really bad. I know they're supposed to be hard, but goddamn. Oh.
Not here.
Blow me.
Evening.
Who am I going killing for and fucking shoot some bitches? Or I'll just keep on magic finding. I'll just keep magic finding for a little bit. I don't know what else I need to find, but we'll find something. Oh my god. What we got here?
Here are the top 3 dirty self-defense moves. Number 1, throwing dirt in your opponent's eye.
There's no funny. Oh, this is.
Welcome to the
world.
Right in that figure, right below the blue. You can vote, but even if you wait till everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. And a child that you can save, you can investigate the truth. Overseas and not for freedom, it's for oil we can use. Our democracy and truth will let you think that you can choose. But our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem? You're depressed, society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Don't get married to a lady who also don't have System, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hits you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hits you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided all the men by trying politics of race. And honestly, it's working awesome, so for you, we'll do the same. Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate. Objectify your sexuality, then blame you for the rape. And weaponize the differences that make our men and women great. And just to screw with you, erase the genders. Everyone's the same. We'll empower you with rights to vote and fight for equal pay. And have the men turn into women and you'll fight for them again. But you thought you had it figured out, but everything has changed. Welcome to the system. Please enjoy your stay. Here's a Bible and a bottle of the cheapest booze we make. Find a man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made. Buy a house to settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate, and make a couple babies who will also do the same.
How does it work?
Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hits you all. You're inside the system.